the jar. Love, love, love pickle beets. I also have some garlic pickled mushrooms. And did you know you can pickle just about everything? So in this show, I'm going to pickle some watermelon rinds because I just did a show on Christmas in July and I made a Santa's workshop with watermelon and I've got all these rinds left over from that, so I'm going to pickle those. Now, I'm going to put the ML's recipe for pickled watermelon rinds. I'm going to put that in the description below this video. So if you go like right around in here, I'm going to have the instructions for how to make pickled watermelon rinds. And I hope that you do. Make them along with me. Come along. Okay, enjoy. Let's go. Okay, now first things first. You put on your chef's hat so you look professional, like you know what's going on, and an apron. Okay, and then you get your watermelon rind. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just cut this thin skin. See this little green skin? We're going to cut that off of the watermelon rind, and we're going to keep all of this red stuff on because it looks good. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, I have to do true confessions, mea culpa. I got this recipe from one of the recipe magazines that I subscribe to. It's either Taste of Home or All Recipes or Better Homes and Gardens or Food Network magazine or Martha Stewart Living. That's where I got this recipe from. Okay, now I can sleep tonight. Okay, here I am in the kitchen. I'm cutting the skin off of this little piece of watermelon rind. And if you're a youngster in the kitchen, make sure that you do this with an oldster because the knives are sharp and we don't want to have a disaster. Okay, so now that I've got all of this green skin off of my watermelon rind, then you cut it into chunks. Okay, you cut it into bite-sized chunks. And so like this, okay? All right, I'm gonna do that for a few more. So stay tuned, don't go away. I'm not done, I'm not done. Okay, now I've cut up all of my little watermelon rinds and I've taken all the skin off of them and I'm going to get ready to put them in these little jars. Now, I'm not making pickles to last for like 25 years or whatnot. I'm just making them to last for a week so I don't have to boil them and go through all of that rigmarole to make sure that they're sterilized and whatnot. Okay, next step. I'm going to take a little break. Pickle beets. Pickle beets. Okay, I'm back. Now we need to get the pickling brine. It's called a brine. We need to get it boiling in a little saucepan on the stove. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of cider vinegar, okay, and 3/4 cup of water and 1/2 cup of sugar. And we're going to put those in the pot and then we're going to add some other stuff. Okay, now while the brine is getting all hot in the pot, I also need to add to it 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, okay, 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds. Those are those little round seeds, but I don't have the seeds, I have the powder. And I keep forgetting to write coriander seeds on the grocery list, so all I ever have is powder. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that, I mean, whatever. And then 1/2 teaspoon black peppercorns, okay, and 1/4 teaspoon red pepper flakes. We're gonna add all of that into the brine and stir it up until it boils and the sugar dissolves. A watched pot never boils. So I'm gonna look away. Okay, see, this is how it's supposed to look. Okay, look. Okay, now I'm going to pour my really hot brine from the stove into this little jar with the watermelon rind chunks, and I've added, you know, this little carrot leaves for color and whatnot, but I think I'm gonna do it over the stove so I don't have an accident. Okay, stay tuned. I hope I come back okay. Ha-ha! I did it, I'm still okay. Now I'm going to, look at this, isn't this pretty? I mean, oh my gosh, this is restaurant quality. Now I'm just gonna submerge the watermelon chunks with a little, you know, fork or whatever. I like using the little 1/2 of a chopstick because it looks more professional. And I'm just gonna, make sure they're all underwater. And now I'm gonna put the lid on and I'm gonna refrigerate them for at least 4 hours and up to a day, and then I can start eating them and enjoy. Well, I hope that this has given you some tips and ideas on how you can make pickled watermelon